Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube. Today I'll be showing you how to stream your mobile gameplay to TikTok using TikTok Live Studio. This is a beginner-friendly tutorial, so make sure to stick around to the end if you are thinking about streaming. These are the PC requirements for this tutorial. You are going to need a mid-range PC or any gaming laptop with an internet speed of 1080p to 10 mbps upload. And when I say 1080p streaming, I mean Full HD quality for super clear audio. Your internet speed matters because this controls how fast your live stream reaches your audience. So if it's strong, you get a high quality stream, and if not, you see a low quality and blurry video. So let's begin with how to get live access if you don't have it already. I'm going to put the link on screen and in the description, so you just click on the button to get accepted. Let's start our setup by downloading and installing Live Studio. Again, if you don't have this, I'm going to put the link on screen and in the description. You'd get a window like this, so open it. It's easier to just sign in by scanning the QR code. Click on Get Started and we'll select Gaming Live. Your webcam will be added automatically, and you'd also get an option for your mic. I'm using my Razer Barracuda X Chroma, and you can tell the mic is working when the green signal is moving. Click on continue, and this is going to test your network speed, and anything above 10 megabits is good for streaming. It says 126.33 megabits over here, so we are good to go. And I would advise everybody to choose quality priority and only go for performance priority if you have below 10 megabits. For the final step, we'll choose portrait for our live layout since TikTok is a vertical software, and we are going to click on finish. For your gaming scene, we basically just want the webcam and the game and any other creative overlay for the stream. So let's start by adding the camera. I'm going to go to add source and click the camera option, then add. I'm going to go ahead and add your camera from the drop down list. Mine is the Logitech Brio 4K webcam, and your resolution to the highest or recommended. Mine is 4K, but I just use 1920 to 1080p. Your FPS should be on the highest, 60, and that is all for your camera. I don't use all these features, but if you want to add your background, cut out, or just blur out your background, this is what you use. I mostly use the blur effect, but we're not going to use that today. So I'm going to add source, and your camera should be here. We're just going to lock that in place so it doesn't move. If you want to adjust your camera, you can just click on this and increase and reduce the camera size. And if you want to crop it out, you can just hold your shift button and crop it out. So we're just going to leave it on the regular way. The next thing we want to add is our gameplay. I'm going to click on add source again, and this is where it gets a little bit complicated. So if you are using an Android phone, you're just going to click on cast Android and click on add source. For wired casting, you just have to make sure your USB is connected to your PC and to your phone or your tablet. And if you are using wireless casting, just make sure you are connected to the same Wi-Fi on your PC and on your phone, so you can just cast your screen and click on add source. But I'm going to be using an iOS device, so I'm going to click on add source again, then cast iOS. Click on add. If you are using a wired casting, like I've said, make sure your USB is connected to both your PC and your iPad or your iPhone. But I'm going to be using wireless casting. Since my iPad and my PC are on the same Wi-Fi network, I'm going to be using wireless casting. Side note, use wired casting if you don't have strong Wi-Fi network. So click on add source, and you are going to see a pop-up like this. I'm going to go to your iPad or your iPhone, go to the control center and click on screen mirroring. TikTok Live Studio is going to be on the options, so you just have to click on it, and there you have it. That's how you share your screen to TikTok Live Studio, or your gameplay to TikTok Live Studio. Now that we've added our gameplay and webcam, we are going to customize our stream by adding image overlays or interactive overlays. So let's start with the image overlay. Click on add source, image option, then add. We're going to select file. I'm going to use this one, add source. You have it on screen, so we have to fit it to screen, and you use the crop option, which is hold shift and adjust. So there we go. Alright, we're gonna lock it in place so it doesn't move. You can create your image overlay yourself on Canva, and you can also get someone to create one for you. I help people with creating overlays, so you can send me a message on Discord. I'm going to put the link on screen and in the description. I'm going to hide this so I can explain the interactive overlay. For the interactive overlay, we'll be using a third-party app called Tikfinity, and you are going to set this up by just signing in with your TikTok account. Setup. You're going to sign in with your TikTok account, the one you are going to go live with. You would head over to overlays, and there's a bunch of options to choose from, and we're going to be using the ones I normally use on my live stream. So I like to use these top gifters or top likers. I'm just going to copy the link and go to your TikTok studio. Click on add source again, link option, add. I'm gonna paste the link over here. Control V. Turn on your custom resolution. I like to use 600 by 400. Add source. And you're going to see it over here. Once your stream is running, you're going to see this. So I'm just going to adjust this. I'm going to do a test live stream so you guys can see this. Just going to adjust this. And there we have it. Gonna want to lock this in place and rename this. Gifters. I'm going to head back to Tikfinity. This time we're going to goal overlays. This is for adding your goals to your stream, like follow goals, like goals, share goals and stuff. So I'm going to use the coin goals. Just going to copy your link again. You can customize the color too. Okay, I'm just gonna put your color code, your X code, or you can just change it manually to just change the colors and stuff. You can just play around with it and test it out on the side. You can just play around with it. For the sake of this video, we are going to copy the URL and head back to TikTok Live Studio. Add a new source. Click on link again. Add source. I'm gonna paste it again. Custom resolution 600 to 400. Then I'm going to add another source. So I'm just going to adjust it with the crop option again. And you can put it anywhere on your screen, but I don't use this anymore because it makes the screen like crowded, so I just don't use any of this. I just turn it off, but you can use it if you want to. I'm gonna click on link and rename this gifts go. And then there you have it, lock into place. And I also forgot, you have to set your gift goal. To set your gift goal over here, you're gonna put 10,000 and then that's it. Let's go over to TikTok Studio. I'm going to have to copy the link again. Oh yeah, you don't have to copy the link again. It's just gonna update it. Once you reach that goal, you can go back to Tikfinity to update it again. Let's head over to gift overlays. This is when you get a gift and you want it to show on the screen. I don't really use gift overlays, but it's just the same thing, copy and paste. And you are going to add all the Tikfinity live overlays to TikTok Live Studio the same way. So you just copy and paste, pick your favorite and copy and paste. You can look through the whole gallery, find the ones you want, then copy and paste. So let's head over to sound alerts. You can only create 5 sound alerts except you have Pro, which is not necessary. So let's just delete 1 sound alert and then create it again. So I'll show you guys how to create your own sound alert. Click on create sound alert, select trigger. I'm gonna choose a gift. You can also put your stickers to create sound alerts, but I'm just gonna use the gift, the hand heart. Select sound. They have like a bunch of sound to select in the library, and you can also import your own sound. Just click on upload sound and pick a sound from your document. So I'm just gonna search sound. Here comes the money.
Here comes the money. Here we go.
Okay, play, then apply. Reduce the volume a little bit so it's not too loud. And here, make sure to turn on these settings, play sound simultaneously and play only first emote of message, so you don't have a lot going on the stream. We're going to head over to TTS chat. This is where you have text to speech. General settings should be enabled, and choose your language and your voice. So I speak English and my audience also speak English, so we're going to use English. If you are not from any English speaking country or English is not your first language, you can pick other languages right there. And I use the female voice. Also, I use the random voice at default speed and default pitch, which is 50-50. Make sure to reduce your volume so the sound is not very loud on your stream while you are gaming. This is allowed users. These are the people who can use your TTS. I put it on all users, so everybody that comments on my stream can use the TTS, but you can turn it off and put it to only followers, super fans or subscribers or moderators. But we're going to use all users. What type of comments can TTS read? Any comment. So anybody that types anything can use TTS. But if you don't want it to be too noisy or too annoying, because when people are commenting and you can hear everything all at once, you can just use comment starting with a dot or comment starting with a slash. This is the easiest one, and this is what I normally use, but I've been using any comments recently, so we're going to go with any comment, and don't charge any points. For special users, this is when you have a top gifter, a subscriber, or a top supporter. You're just gonna put their username, and whenever the person comments on your stream, it has a default voice for the person, so only the person has that type of voice. Then you can test it. So this is how you know the voice you are using. Like my voice is random, so it's just random. Your user cooldown should be 5 seconds, max queue length of 50, and max comment length of 300 words. And this is your this is the message template comments. I'm just gonna read the comments, but you can also put the username. We're gonna use the butterfly bracket and put username. So this is going to read the username and the comment. So if I comment on your stream, it's gonna read Mama Naksu and my comments. So that is that, but I don't want that because it's kind of annoying. So I'm just gonna remove that, and yeah, that's how you set up your TTS. Nothing serious at all. If you don't want the random voice, just turn it off right here, but I do want the random voice, and then that's it. If you also want to make your live stream more interesting, you're going to go to sound, sign in with your Spotify account so you can play music on the stream. But I think TTS is having trouble with connecting Spotify, so it's going to be connected either way. You just have to have your Spotify on standby and play any music. But this time, nobody is going to be able to request for their personal music because Tikfinity has issues with this. But you can still play your music. If anybody requests, you can just go to your Spotify and change the music, and that will be that. Let's come to the right side of our screen and let me explain what all this is for. This is your live performance. This is where you see your gifters, the amount you've earned on the stream, people watching, the amount of follows, the likes, and the numbers of gifters on the stream. And we also have your top viewers. This is where you can see them when you are live. And this is your live chat. When you are live, you are going to see something like this. I like having it on my screen. If you have two screens, you can put it anywhere that's comfortable for you. But I like having it right beside this so I can just look up and see the chat. On the left part of your screen, you are going to see tools. These are all your TikTok tools. We have co-host. Most gamers don't use this. We have multi-guest if you want the boxes. And we also have viewers wishes. There's a lot you can do with this. You just have to play around with it. I don't really use most of this, but this is where you can check your gift gallery. If you are not watching on your other phone, this is all your gift gallery. Your fan club, you can see everybody in your fan club over here. You can see the top fans and everything you need to know about your fan club. You can customize it over here. You just have a bunch of stuff over here. You can just check them out, see any ones that fits your live stream, and then yeah, you can turn them on. And then at the bottom of your screen, we have this. You're mostly going to use the audio mixer. Just going to go to your microphone settings, general settings, and make sure to turn on your noise suppressions. Put it on high, medium, or low, depending on your PC performance. And there you have it. The rest are also useful, but I don't really use them. This is when you want to record the live stream, but at the end of the stream, TikTok already records the stream for you, so you don't have to do a lot. You can just download your live stream after the stream. So that's what you're going to have for your TikTok live studio. So let's go back to TikTok studio and try to get the live stream started. I like to have my live stream looking very, very minimal. So we're going to start the live. To go live, you are going to click on go live. This is where you pick your mobile game. So we're streaming Call of Duty Mobile. You put your live stream caption, and I want this to just, random pro player stream. So yeah. And then you have your about me. You can put whatever you like as long as it's not breaking TikTok's community guidelines. And this should be your video settings. 1080p to 1920, FPS should be 60, video bitrate should be 7600 or higher, audio bitrate 128, and everything is good. If you want to have a super fan only chat, this is where you do all of that. But I like using my over 18 audience control, because sometimes when you're playing and you're saying some type of curse words on stream, TikTok can get you banned. So make sure to have this turned on, and you click on go live. On the top left, you're going to see your gaming ranking, your daily ranking, and the game you are playing right now, the game you are streaming, and also your live goal. That's where you're going to find that. And there you have it. You are already streaming. I hope this was a very useful tutorial. So I'll see you guys. Let me know if you have any trouble with anything. And you can also join my Discord. I'm going to put the server link on screen and in the description. If you have any problem, just head over to the tech support chat and a mod will be there to help you out.